Hi everyone, my name is Danny. Welcome to Danny's Corner. Los Angeles is no stranger to tension, but this is different right now. The streets of Los Angeles are filled with more than just people. They're filled with fear, military presence, and the kind of silence that comes before something breaks. It started with immigration raids, but it didn't stop there. The federal government, under President Trump, who is now doing things, deployed thousands of people to LA, not to enforce laws, but to send a message, which is control at all costs. We're not just talking about police presence, we're talking about soldiers on the ground, Marines, tactical vehicles, checkpoints, tear gas, rubber bullets. The city has already imposed curfews in some areas. This is from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. Entire neighborhoods are being locked down at night. And as of now, more curfews are expected to roll out statewide. So what does this mean for the people that live in Los Angeles? It means that if you're walking down a street in the wrong time, you could be stopped. If you don't hear the command because you're deaf, if you don't understand because of a cognitive disability, if you don't move fast enough because you're blind or in a wheelchair or simply afraid, you could be detained. This isn't theory. This is reality, and it's playing out in one of the most diverse, most populated cities in the United States. So let me paint a picture. Imagine this. Imagine a blind person walking down a familiar street. He's not protesting. He's not shouting. He's just going to the store. He hears a voice on a loud speaker or megaphone that says, "You must leave the area." But he doesn't know what area they're talking about. He wasn't told the street was under lockdown. No one informed him of the curfew in an accessible format. The next thing he hears are boots, then commands, then the cuffs. Now multiply that story by hundreds, if not thousands, because LA is filled with people like that. People who aren't trying to make a statement. They're just trying to survive like anybody else. But now their presence is being treated like a threat. There's a deeper issue here. It's not just about public order. It's about selective enforcement. It's about the use of federal power to intimidate certain populations. Immigrants. Next time it could be disabled people, black and brown communities, unhoused individuals. It's about creating fear. And the most dangerous part, we've seen this played before. Because when Trump was president the first time, he didn't act on January 6th when his supporters attacked the Capitol. He let it happen. He stalled. He watched. But now, with protests that are centered in civil rights, in this case immigration, He sends troops before anything major happens. That's not law and order. That's targeting control. And when you look at how the media covers it, you'll see a split between the left and the right. Some channels call it chaos. Others call it justice. But rarely do they show the person with a disability in cuffs, the deaf woman who didn't hear the order, the person with autism who's overwhelmed by helicopters and flashlights. That's the America that we're living in. And it's not just LA. Protests are now planned in cities like Oakland, San Diego, Sacramento. And if the federal government tries to handle all of them the way it has been handling LA thus far, the situation could spiral out of control. Let's be clear. You can't control 40 million Californians with military force. You can't patrol every freeway, every side street, every store, every bus stop. You can try, but you'll break things in the process. You'll harm people. You'll push communities into fear, and from fear into resistance, because no one stays silent when they've been stepped on long enough. If we don't change course, if we don't prioritize communication, accessibility, de-escalation, then what's happening in LA won't just be an isolated event. It will be the spark that lights a much larger thing. And for those who are watching from afar, thinking this is just a California problem, remember this. California is where trends begin. Cultural shifts, political movements, economic waves. What happens here doesn't stay here. So pay attention. Listen to the people being silenced, the disabled, the undocumented, the unheard. Don't wait for history books to explain what you ignored in real time. This isn't just a moment. It's a mirror. And the question is, do we like what we see? That's the question. I beg you to think about this and really let's start reframing or shaping the conversations that we have been having thus far. Thank you very much. Until next time.